I'm back, guys. I wanted to bring a second one for this day. At least try to drop to each day. For the time being, I want to speak to you guys about this topic. I've changed. I've changed. I've changed. And a reality teaching um, in my life is so much trials and tribulations that has happened and has corrupted my mind and heart and spirit. One of the problems is, to start from Genesis, my parents and my siblings. It still hurts to this day that I never knew my father and never really knew my mom or my siblings. I wonder day after day, time after time, why did my story have to be written as it did? Why can I not be like any ordinary child to grow up with his mom and dad, have his brothers and sisters? Why? Like, I've wondered why. Why I didn't know my parents. When I spoke to my father, right, last time was my middle school graduation. I graduated from Roberto Clemente Middle School, and I'm so happy that I left that school because that school, I'm trying to tell you, that school did not do any justice for me, but I made it through. But through that graduation, I remember that day because that school had a gas leak, and we stayed out. We stayed outside for like, I was about to say years. It was not years, hours and hours and hours and hours. And when they let us in, everybody had their last period. So some kids was took it to other schools and some stayed. I was part of the group that stayed at the school and waited for us to get taken to our last period class. My last period class was science. Well, one of my favorite teachers, Miss Asher. So I remember that day because I don't know, somebody's dog took a deuce in the yard, the schoolyard. I stepped in it. Then I was sweaty that day because I used to wear too much black. I was sweating bad. Then some kids got taken to another school. I wanted to go to another school because I wanted to get out the middle school. It was crazy that day. So when we finished our last class, I came home. So I had to get my hair done. I got my suit, a suit presto, my shirt ironed, my pants, my tie on it. I got my little, I had the braids that day too. So I received a phone call from my older sister. And rest in peace, Queen. Older sister. That was like my second mom. She was my oldest. She was the oldest out us three, like the first group. But we put first and second together. She's the oldest out us five. But she called me and I never told her about we graduated middle school because I never thought it was a big deal until now. So that day, she called and she went to our dad's house because she needed his signature for a job that she wanted to get into. So she got a signature and she said, "Do you want to talk to him?" So we mind over I have not watched the video. I just seen pictures and stuff. So the man, he spoke into the phone and it's like take my voice, but deeper. It's like way deeper. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, is that how deep my voice is gonna get when I'm your age? I'm talking about deep. So his voice was pretty deep, but it sounded just like mine. So he was explaining to me about everything about my childhood and how I ended in Germantown, Maryland, and heard about the preaching since 206. And he congratulated me, and he knew that ministry was my hearty place because I couldn't do what most kids do because of condition I've had since birth. So I couldn't do what most kids do. So since I couldn't play sports, I needed to get into something that was going to help my growth, but help me stay out of trouble. So God's anointed touched me, called me to ministry. In ministry, I was appointed to Dr. Allison Johnson. My bad, y'all. Dr. Allison Johnson, she was the pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church. Ebenezer Baptist Church. And that was the sweetest woman that has ever took me under her wing and teach me biblical and to not hide while she's teaching, but teaching it like it is. So she taught it. And mostly everything I know comes from certain people. Right. So the day came that she passed. She died with cancer. Cancer got to her. So that day they had the funeral. I could not go because I had finals in school. Right. I had finals. When she passed, it hurt me that I could not go. So her daughter, I gave her daughter sent her the message. So the church that she was pastoring needed to be handed down. I'm not really mature enough to really handle that position at this time and day. Or that time that it happened. Was not mature enough. So I told her daughter she might as well, if God has called her to take the responsibility, that she needs to step into it. But now anytime they have a festival, they have a revival, I'm the first one that is on that list. Because her mother did not just call me a prophet, she called me her son. But back to my father. So my father, he called And we talked for a short little while. And he was explaining about why it all happened. So at that time, I was so scared. I was so angry that out of all the kids, me and my brother was the ones to not to know who my mother and father's siblings were. So he pled for forgiveness. And I accepted it. And he was like, I hear you that you are graduating middle school. That's a powerful thing because he's right. The way society has it, my brothers and my devoted sisters, us blacks are being painted as if we can't succeed in nothing. So each thing that we can succeed in, that's a powerful milestone. So we talked and talked. And I told him, I said, Pops, I have to go. I have to go prepare. I have to get my suit on. I have to head over to Walker's Mill High School. See, that's the high school I wanted to go to first. Because I had my graduation there and I've met most of the teachers and stuff. So, turned out I never ducked. They sent me to Northwest. But, went to Walker's Mill. And I was so happy. And that's what gave me the strength to even go. Because I heard from my father and my sister. So, months later, me and my dad, we would talk. No, catch up. We had plans of having a family trip going out to Jamaica. But God had the final say. He called my father home November 28th, 2014. That's a heavy burden to carry because of all of his kids, God laid on my heart to take up what he finished. So that's my father. Now I'm gonna head to my sister. My sister was one of the sweetest angels that would dwell with you through hard times. I'm not liking and I'm not gonna accept how that story ended either because people are telling me different things. People are telling me different stories and stuff and I know the truth because like I said, even though I was not always with her, she always had me on speed dial. Every time I needed her, every time she needed me, like she was pretty much my mom. Pretty much. Like I come to her, we would just like we would go out, we just talk, go to stores, we would just sit there, we just have good old times and stuff. But God called my sister home. And I'm realizing to myself, I said, everybody that's actually meaning something to me either gets sick or God calls them to the kingdom of heaven. And where they buried at, I want to move back so I can sit there and I can keep my promise that I made that I will come home at once. I should have done this a long time ago, but it's some spirits that was shackling me to this jail cell. But now, by God's grace, I am finally free at once. I'm free of the two-facedness, the hatred, the jealousy, the plotting, the putting you at the way bottom and putting somebody that barely knows you above you. I'm tired of it. I'm free. God knows I'm free. But that's my dad and sister. Now back to the tree of life that planted me on this earth. My mother. Praise be the Most High God, my mother, Monica Green. But I still call her Monica Dixon or Mama. The reconnection was back in 2006 where we met at her old house. Old house. We seen her face to face at the 7-Eleven that used to be across from her house. The excuse was that she was my parents' friend, but they did not want to tell us that was our mother. It's been time and time and time that it's been taken away from my grasp. But see, I want to know, when is justice going to be served to the unjust? When is justice going to be served to the unjust? I have not seen my justice yet. It has been 20 freaking years. I have not seen my justice yet. And it's been 20 years. It was really a spit in the face. People walk around acting like they did not do nothing. People walk around with their head high, with their chest up. They making money. They living life, but they are destroying the foundation that I'm living on. I don't understand. When is that injustice? Where is it at? Where is the injustice from my father, from my sister, from my mother? But I want to make it clear, let these situations happen to somebody that dwells in this house. I promise you this. You're going to see this whole parking lot full. You're going to see phone calls blowing up. You're going to see messages blowing up because we choose who to give injustice to. And people wonder, why am I sick? Why am I still in bondage? Why am I still in a situation? Why am I not happy? Why is hell coming against me? Because you are making the situation worse by not admitting your flaws. Because there's too many people, they think they're too perfect to admit what they've done. But it's going to come a day when the Bible makes it clear, you will reap what you sow. Oh, my. But I've changed. Because that had all that hatred and anger, had all that, oh my mind, had all that evil, demonic thoughts. That was the old me. I was thinking to myself, if justice ain't gonna hit those who have done my mom, done my father, done my sister wrong, justice ain't gonna hit them, why are they still alive? Why are they still walking? Why are they still talking? Because them still being alive is a spit in my face. It's like somebody spitting a loogie in your face. But turn out all this happens. They just disrespect you. They spit on you. They do all they can to show nothing but evil towards you. But I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, when is this game going to end? This is a game. This is a game. You did this to my mom, my dad, my sister. Now you're doing it to me. But see, what I find funny that people honestly think they could outrun karma. But in this case, for the whole so-called biblical people that like to critique me for outrun God, you can't outrun God. You know he's omnipresent. He's everywhere. You can't outrun him. No matter how many masks you throw on your face, no many times you say amen, no, the amount of times you read the Bible does not matter. You can't outrun God. But I've changed because my mindset has become different. I've walked into a transformation that not most people can understand. This is different. My mind is different. This is different. What comes out is different. My walk is different. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to admit everything I've done before God utters my name to come up to the kingdom. I'm going to admit everything. Because I know deep down, trust and believe, I know deep down, it's going to come to you, going to have to face him. And I feel sorry for half of the people that got to you. Because I don't understand, how can you do somebody dirty, right? And put them in a situation. But somebody you barely know goes into the same exact situation. And you on their head like, oh, let me do this, let me do that, let me do this, let me do that. I don't understand. But see, I've got my answer now. I got the answer now. It's been covered up for 20 years because they are afraid that the people that surround them will see their true identity. But I can't focus on them. Not change. I need to focus on me because I know I'm the one who I stand forth to the Most High God. I need to answer to everything I've said, everything I've done, everything I've thought, everything I've worked, everything I've talked, everything I've done that has to do with Kendrick Martell Dixon. I need to answer. I need to be accountable for. But I'm thankful I've changed. My mind changed, my heart changed, my words changed. The schooling has changed, but praise be to God. Now I just have a couple things on my radar right now. To sell this coffin. But I'm trying to tell you guys, don't change because the people who put you in the situation. Don't change because of your haters, of the ones that judge you. Don't change because of them. Change because of yourself. You can't progress in life with jealousy, hatred, judgment. You can't go through life like that. Change while you can, because at the end of the day, you will have to take your last breath. You'll be laid in a box by yourself, 6 feet under, but at the end of the day, your spirit will ever go up or down. So change while you can. I've changed because I'm thankful I'm not who I used to be. I'm thankful that it's a big difference. I'm starting to see it, like it's a big difference. Like how I see people, I don't have those demonic thoughts no more. Trust me, there's a lot of people that fear my thought process. That's why I've been threatened to get sent to the crisis, and that's why 12 been threatened to get called on me many times. But I've changed my thought process because I know one day God is going to get my vengeance from me. Because you know, I showed y'all a video, redemption, the vision of redemption. That was the vision of me not taking vengeance for myself. And what happened when I didn't take vengeance for myself? God showed a big funeral home. This hall was so big. Like I said, they had bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies. The people that was in that ground, in that grave, were the ones who spoke against me. The ones who spit on my name, talk behind my back. The ones who kick me when I was down. The ones that don't give me credit for what I do. The ones that use me. The ones who's abused me. The ones who took years away from me. The ones who hid me from my mother and my father and my siblings. I've seen them in that grave. Yes, I did. And that's the one day he uttered to me. This is what happens when you let me take vengeance for you. So I've changed. I've changed because, like I said, he got this. The original God, he has this. Everybody that has done you wrong, I promise you, if you just leave it to him, he's going to take care of it. Don't change because of the situation. Change because so you can get out the situation. You know what I'm saying? Just because people want to be hated, jealous, and just want to judge everything you say and do, let them live a miserable life. You need to just live, be happy, go crazy, live life. You know, it's a beautiful day out. The sun's bright. Go with your friends, go do something. Don't worry about people. Let them do what they want to do. If they want to live in hate and jealous and judgment and racism, and they want to live in all that, let them do that. You live life. See? Throw a smile on your face. Keep walking, keep talking. Hit them with a dab. Do what you gotta do, go crazy. Don't allow them to keep you from changing. Alright, y'all. Peace.